Hey, what's up, world? This is Rishi, and I'm going to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, about God, mysticism, Hinduism, and yoga. So, first of all, I would like to talk about for the reasons why I believe there's a higher power and the evidence for a God, source, universal cosmic consciousness, or whatever you want to call it. So, here are a few points. The first is that the universe is run by the laws, or at least this planet is run by the laws of cause and effect. So essentially, there has to be an original mover or an original cause to put the system of cause and effect into the first place. I believe that there has to be an original source of energy or universal cosmic consciousness, which everything came from. Another argument for a higher power is that intelligent design. The motion of the planets, gravity, the laws of gravity, um, DNA, for example, is a complex code. Um, Even if you believe in evolution, which I do, there had to be a higher power or source guiding the evolutionary process. Our atoms, particles, cells, organs, brain, five senses, and imaginations couldn't formulate by chance, in my opinion. They had to form with the help or assistance of a higher power or cosmic designer. And those are just a few small points as to why I believe that this existence and universe didn't happen by chance. There had to be something more to it, some kind of higher power, if you will. My belief system, I was raised as a Hindu, Buddhist, and Christian, but I take the love, beauty, and wisdom from all spiritual paths and discard any teachings that promote division, hatred, ignorance, and I also rely on science. I believe science and spirituality must complement and coexist with each other. And I also believe in universal love, compassion, and non-judgment, and that the divine exists within us all. Jesus Christ teaches us to love thy neighbor, which I think is one of the most simple yet most powerful teachings ever known to mankind, because it's not only loving your residential neighbor, it means loving any neighboring entities or beings within your proximity and vicinity. If we all follow this teaching by Jesus to love our neighbor, there would be world peace. There'd be no more wars. There'd be universal health care, and there'd be no more poverty because we'd all be helping each other out. Now I'm going to talk about what I like about Hinduism and some info about yoga. God, universal cosmic consciousness, and the ultimate reality is essentially the same thing. There is only one universal cosmic consciousness, source, or God, um, in Hinduism. However, the singular universal cosmic consciousness expresses itself into a variety of forms, including the different gods, goddesses, angels, or demigods, devas, including us humans, nature, and all living creatures and animals. Think of a human being. It's a single person or unit, but it's made of many parts such as atoms, particles, cells, organs, etc. In the same way, God is one, but is made of many different parts that make up the whole. All of creation, including us humans, are those parts which make up the whole reality, God, or universal cosmic consciousness. The source, God, or universal cosmic consciousness has both form and no form, also known as emptiness. So you can be an atheist in Hinduism, a believer, and worshiper of any form of God or divine consciousness. The source, God, universal cosmic consciousness is infinite and therefore it has infinite names and forms, including us humans, nature, and animals. Hinduism gives you the free will to be an atheist, pray to and worship one god, any goddess, worship of multiple gods, or any manifestation of divine universal cosmic consciousness, nature, and you can pray to or worship any manifestation of God, including Shiva, Devi, the great goddess, Krishna, Buddha, Yahweh, Jesus Christ, Allah, the Tao, Jah, Jehovah, whatever name, Ra, whatever name of God you wish to call. You have the freedom of choice to choose which name and form of God you wish to connect with, even if it's formlessness and emptiness. That's the beauty of Hinduism. Now I'm going to talk about yoga. Yoga means to yoke or have union between your mind, body, heart, and soul with the universal creator, source, or universal cosmic consciousness, also known as God. Um, there are several paths of yoga which I'm going to talk about. I'm going to start off with karma yoga, the path of action. This focuses on selfless service and doing your duty without attachment to the results. It's suited for those with an active temperament. So, feeding and housing the poor, even putting a smile on someone's face, giving generous amounts of money, or giving your heart, or whichever way you wish to serve people and help people and uplift people is karma yoga, including the animals if you want to do that. It's just doing good karma, essentially. That's one path to the creator. Another path is called bhakti yoga, or the path of loving devotion. This centers on devotion, love, and worship of the divine, whatever name or form you wish to call it. It focuses on love for yourself, all for all beings, and for the creator. It's suited for those who are naturally devotional. Next path is Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge. It emphasizes wisdom, intellect, science, philosophy, and self inquiry to understand the true nature of reality. This is suited for the philosophical and rational types of personalities. Next path is called Raja Yoga, or the royal path. It focuses on meditation, concentration, and self restraint to master the mind. It's often associated with the practice of the 8 limbs of yoga, which includes the physical postures called asanas. That's what you mainly get in the West, the physical postures. Whenever someone thinks of yoga, they think of all the physical postures. But in reality, yoga is a spiritual and philosophical discipline as well. And yeah, Raja Yoga also focuses on breath control, also known as pranayama. There's another yoga technique called Kriya Yoga, and it's a non sectarian meditation technique that uses breath control, focused attention, and life energy to accelerate spiritual growth. It involves circulating life force energy, or prana, up and down the spine to calm the mind, withdraw energy from the senses, and awaken higher states of consciousness. Key elements include techniques like focusing on the spinal currents, which are said to revitalize the brain and spinal centers. The next type of yoga I'm going to talk about is Kundalini Yoga, which is a spiritual practice combining breath work, chanting, repetitive poses, and meditation to awaken the dormant energy at the base of the spine and move it up through the chakras, which are portals or dimensions of energy that go throughout your body. It is often called Kundalini Yoga is often called a yoga of awareness because its goal is to increase consciousness, promote emotional balance, and build physical vitality. It is a holistic technology that can be adapted for all people from all beliefs and backgrounds. The next type of yoga is called Yoga Nidra, or yogic sleep, and it's a guided meditation practice that leads to a state of deep relaxation while maintaining consciousness. The practice typically involves lying comfortably on your back and following a series of instructions to bring awareness to your body, breath, and mind, leading to a state of deep rest and rejuvenation. This technique is used for deep relaxation and can help soothe the nervous system, relieve stress, and promote a sense of peace. I personally love Yoga Nidra a lot because you can just lie down and listen to spiritual music and let that be your guide and immerse your consciousness into the spiritual sounds. And it's really helped me with my anxiety, stress, and even depression. So I really recommend Yoga Nidra for great mental health if you're looking for something to do and something to benefit from. For all those paths of yoga, you may be drawn to one path, but it's beneficial to incorporate elements from all of the paths for a balanced development of the intellect, heart, body, mind, and soul. The different paths are not mutually exclusive, and they're all interconnected, and much like different strands in a single rope, with the ultimate goal being the same for all. So, yeah, that was a little bit about mysticism, God, Hinduism, and yoga. I hope you learned something new or you enjoyed a refreshment of spiritual wisdom. Um, I apologize if I sounded like a robot. I was just reading from my computer notes that I took so I wouldn't completely script the video. But yeah, those are just a few elements of why I love spirituality, Hinduism, mysticism, yoga, and self-awareness and living from a higher consciousness. Thank you so much for listening. May the universe bless you all. And until next time, namaste. May the divine bless you all, no matter what you believe or where you come from or what your background is. Thank you so much for listening. God bless.